NetsBoy, so let's hear what he has to say. His name is NetsBoy, he thinks the world is all over when the Nets just can't play. What up, Net fans? NetsBoy's here. Bring your latest in your Brooklyn Nets news. How's everybody doing? Everyone doing all right? It's been about 2.5 months since my last NetsBoy episode. I told you it was going to be a while because, it was kind of, the unofficial end of the season. After the NBA, after the draft happened, there really wasn't anything else to go and talk about for a long time. Obviously, training camp is underway, media day's underway, and all this stuff, the offseason, but we still haven't really gotten to even the preseason yet. But I decided that I was going to reintroduce this season of NetsBoy by doing something interesting and introducing you all to a brand new member of the NetsBoy team. I am very, very excited to introduce this member. As you might recall in some of my previous episodes, there was Netsdog, who was, obviously he was my dog. And he was featured in several episodes, and he had his own personal opinions and views of things. And he was featured in several episodes. Unfortunately, about 2.5, 3 years ago, he actually passed away. And, it's been a while since I decided to move on from that. But I have exciting news, filling those wonderful woof woof paws and the cuteness that you can't... You always need something cute, right? I'm not cute. You need something cute, right? So I present to you Netsdog 2.0. Woof woof! What up, Net fans? This is Netsdog 2.0. Bring your latest in your woof woof Brooklyn Nets. You suck, NetsBoy. Let's try that again. Hold on. What up, Net fans? Netsdog 2.0 here. Bring your latest in your woof woof Brooklyn Nets news. How you all doing? I have a big woof woof pause to fill, but I'm ready to do it. Netsdog, the original, my predecessor, was very good at talking about the Nets, and I'm going to come in and do the same. I also happen to speak just like him, but that's just because somebody named NetsBoy isn't good at doing voices. Yeah, he sucks. Anyway, I'm not going to try my best to replace, but just to continue the greatness and the cuteness that he did before. Oh, this isn't working out as well. I'm nervous. Anyway, yeah. Well, Netsdog, why don't you tell the fans who your favorite net is? Oh, yeah. My favorite net is Caris LeVert. And let me tell you something. I want to talk about Caris LeVert and about this whole Jimmy Butler trade. That's what I'm going to talk about right now. It's my intro. I don't think the Nets should waste any time trading for Jimmy Butler because Caris LeVert is a focal point in that trade, and I think it's a foolish move to trade for a guy and give up good young players like Caris LeVert and maybe even giving up another draft pick to get a player who you have a chance to get via free agency. Obviously, he wants to come to the Nets. That's why he put the Nets as one of the teams that he would like to sign. That he can be traded to. That's because he's interested in coming here via free agency. So what's the point of trying to trade for him now when the Nets aren't going to win this year? We already know that they may have an outside shot at best at making the playoffs. So why not hold on to your good young talent like Caris LeVert and the draft pick, and let's see what we actually and let's see what actually happens moving forward. Because who knows? Will Butler sign over via free agency? I don't know. Will the Nets actually get Kyrie Irving, who wants to partner up with Butler? I don't know. But the one thing I do know is we have to see more or less what we have, because I think LeVert has the chance to become an all-star in this league, and I think we need to see more of him before we make a decision on whether or not we should trade him. So that's my personal opinion, and I will let NetsBoy take over, because I'm obviously getting a little uncomfortable. But anyway, this is Netsdog 2.0 saying hello to everybody, and super excited to be part of this Nets team. Netsdog, signing off. Woof, 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 woof. Yeah, that's Netsdog 2.0. Anyway, he's got a valid point, though. I agree with Netsdog in the sense that I don't think these Nets should trade for Jimmy Butler. At least not at this point. We obviously know Jimmy Butler wants to be on the Nets. He said the Nets, Knicks, and Clippers were the 3 teams that he wanted to be traded to. Well, that's because those are the 3 teams he wants to try to sign with, because those are the 3 teams that are going to have cap space next year, and we know that he wants to play with Kyrie Irving. He made that very clear. What's going to happen with Kyrie, I mean, that's up to Kyrie if he's really going to want to leave the Celtics. I mean, that's a whole another year down the road. But my point is, though, and Netsdog's point is, this Nets team is not going to win. They're not going to win. They have a chance at making the playoffs as the A seed at best, in my personal opinion. But this team still is not going to be playing really competitive games all the time. Why do you need Jimmy Butler now? And the rumors were Jimmy Butler would be traded to the Nets for Karis LeVert, Allen Crabbe, a draft pick, and so on and so forth. Or maybe DeMar Carroll, a draft pick, and Karis LeVert, or something along those lines. Or maybe even D'Angelo Russell, which, if you were going to trade, I personally would actually trade D'Angelo Russell before I trade LeVert. That's just my personal opinion. I know everyone's going to be like, what are you talking about? D'Angelo Russell's better. But I actually do believe Karis LeVert could be a better player than D'Angelo Russell and has a higher ceiling in some ways. I don't know if that's true or not, because D'Angelo Russell has all the talent in the world, but we just haven't seen it together enough. So, personally, I just think the Nets should just keep this team the way they have it right now. Don't try to trade for Jimmy Butler. He's going to be a free agent. I know the counter argument is, what if Jimmy Butler gets traded to another team and he likes it there and ends up resigning? Well, you know what? You're back to square one where you were, but at least you still have your good young assets in Karis LeVert and the draft picks. I think the Nuggets draft pick, which they got in the trades earlier. You still have the good young players and the assets to try to build. So, the plan was to build the assets and build the team and see what happens moving forward, and I think they should stick to that. So that's all I'm going to say, because this was more of an intro video to Netsdog, but just wanted to point that out, and why I don't think the Nets or Netsdog, why we both don't think the Nets should try to trade for Jimmy Butler at this point. So there you have it. This was a short episode. Let me know what you guys think. Let me guys know what you think of Netsdog, and he's going to be featured in probably a good number of these videos, considering he lives with me and he is my dog, and space is kind of small, so there's going to probably be a lot of times that I'm just talking. He's just going to come barging into the room, and, it's all good, though. So let me know what you guys think, though. If you think the Nets should try to trade for Butler, or who you would trade for Butler, or what you think about LeVert or Russell, or any expectations of this year moving forward. Keep your eyes open for the next NetsBoy episode. I'm going to start this season back up. It might be a couple more weeks, though, once we begin the preseason. But I might have a filler video here and there about something. I'll think of something. But until then, this is NetsBoy, welcoming Netsdog, and welcoming you all back for the next season, and signing off.